This lobbyist, this K Street whore.
Congressman Alan Grayson's latest controversial comment has sent shockwaves through Washington, D.C. and right here in Central Florida where his constituents live. And that has some of his people he represents getting really upset. So they've created a website called MyCongressmanIsNuts.com. And joining us now to tell us a little bit more about that site is Angie Langley, who lives in Lake County, one of the districts that Congressman Grayson represents. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, what's your party affiliation? Republican, Democrat, Independent?
I'm a registered Republican.
All right, who came up with the website and why?
Well, it was a group of us. Some friends were sitting around. We were talking about politics, something that we do, and Alan Grayson came on the news, as usual. He's a lightning rod, and with some outrageous comments, and he was talking about how he has guts. He's the congressman with guts, and jokingly, we just kind of said, he is nuts. And then we just kind of played with that and went with it and decided that we were not going to sit back and continue to let his outrageous and embarrassing behavior continue without holding him accountable.
But what makes you think that he's nuts? Because he always responds and says, I'm just telling the truth about everything that I say, but you're thinking that he's a little bit loco in the cocoa.
Yeah, well, I have eyes and ears, and you can tell that he's nuts. I mean, anybody can. Republicans, Democrats, you don't have to be Republican or Democrat to tell that this guy is nuts.
Has he contacted you yet about this website?
Not yet. Our site just officially launched late yesterday afternoon, so I have not heard from him.
All right, who's paying for your website? Because I got on it and I read that you wrote, unlike Grayson, we can't fund this out of a personal bank account made fat from suing American businesses. So who's paying for it?
Well, right now we are, our initial small group of volunteers that are just fed up with his outrageousness have put the money together to get the website going, but we are collecting donations on our website, MyCongressmanIsNuts.com.
So your goal is to unseat him in the upcoming election?
That is our entire goal. We're not in support of any particular candidate. We just need to see that he is not going to be representing us in Washington any longer.
And you also write on there you want people to drop a money bomb on December 16th. Why that date?
Boston Tea Party.
Okay.
We want to overthrow his outrageousness. He's just outrageous, and Central Floridians deserve better.
He's outrageous, I know, and he's about being in the media, but you're just feeding into that. You're also just making him a talker, too. Did you realize that? I mean, going into this, did you say, okay, we're putting another website out there, giving him some more publicity?
Yes, we did realize that, but someone has to really expose what his true policies are and what he's really doing, and we can do that all in one concise area.
But Angie, how do you know what his true policies are? I mean, he's the only one who could say that.
From watching him in Congress, what he's saying, pulling up, the verbiage of the minutes and every time that he speaks on the congressional floor. That's how we know. All
right, so are you going to have your website go deeper? Because right now you just kind of have that one page and then people just watch clips of what they're saying on O'Reilly Factor and things like that. So
yes.
I'm assuming that you're just going to go deeper into the issues and expose more of what you feel are his faults?
Absolutely. Our website will be a resource to go to really find out where he is with his policies.
All right. Congressman Grayson represents districts Orange, Osceola, Marion, and Lake counties. You live in Lake County. Who else are you hearing from? Are you hearing from any other constituents?
Oh, everyone that I've talked to is outraged. They're embarrassed. And I have many friends who voted for him, and they are having huge voter remorse right now.
But, Angie, we've been asking this question all morning long. Do people support that website, and what do they think about the congressman? And there are a lot of people out there who say, he is gutsy, and we do believe in what the congressman has to say. So there's definitely two sides to the story here.
There is. We just want ours to be heard as well.
Well, you know what? And maybe Grayson wants his to be heard, and that's why he comes up with some crazy sayings out there. But nonetheless, he's making history, and so are you with your MyCongressmanIsNuts.com website. All right, Angie Langley, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.